And the final one to say some words is Severio, sir.
Thank you. Nice to be here. Back with my old friend Joe. Joe and I, sounds like we're getting old, but we go back a lot of years now. And sort of have taken different roads in life at different times, but always kept in good touch. And I was sort of very happy that we sort of crossed a couple of milestones together, sort of getting married around the same time and now sharing and having children at about the same time. And when I was thinking of what to say today, a lot ran through my mind, but sort of what Janice said, what was most obvious came forward, and sometimes I think that's true in life. You know, we take certain things for granted, and having children is something that we sometimes take for granted, but I think everyone here who's a parent knows that that's the most special thing that can happen in your life. And I think sometimes in our society today we get wrapped up in getting ahead and making money, and I think the greatest task now for you guys is these two guys. And that'll be your great creation in life, and that'll be your job. And I wish you all the luck, and I wish you the best.
Thanks to all of you. So now we move to the commitment of the parents who have been given this most special privilege and responsibility of raising these two children. And I'd like for them to stand for just a moment right here. Renee and Joseph, you have borne these sons, have given them a loving and sensible start in life. And so I ask you, do you now dedicate yourselves to doing the best that you can to teach them the lessons of life, giving them a rightful place in your family, not one which dominates the family, that may be hard, but one in which they are full members of the family, full persons in the affairs of the household and in the network of your love for each other and for them. And do you also dedicate yourself to help them learn that they are part of a bigger world and that one really fulfills himself or herself by being a creative and productive member of that larger world? These are my questions to you, and what do you answer?
We do.
And now I'd like to invite your guardians to come forward. Janice and Chris who will stand on this side. Elizabeth and Sal who will stand on this side. Well, we have a double problem here, and therefore have to have a double answer, and so we do. We have guardians, which is what? All right, I was right. Take a good look. He has on the both sides. The guardians for James are Janice Napolitano and Chris Nepple, and so I also ask you for your affirmation of your commitment. You've been given a singular honor. You were not chosen by nature to be guardians of these children, but have been chosen by these parents. And therefore, as the guardians, or as we formerly said, the godparents, do you pledge yourselves to stand beside them as additional parents while they're growing, to help them become precious and special members of the family of which they're a part, and of the family of humanity? Should misfortune affect these parents, and it is our earnest prayer that that will never occur, but should that occur, would you stand ready to assume responsibility as substitute parents, loving and caring for them as if they were your own? In truth, under these circumstances, they will be. Will you therefore dedicate yourselves to be available at all times should you be needed in any way? Do the best that you can to assist the parents to enable these children to mature in the happy and useful manhood. On your affirmation, I accept. I believe we have some grandparents. Oh, yeah, here. Grandparents, I wonder if you'd come stand right here. That's clean right now, grandparents, Marcelo Robinson, Joseph Napolitano, and Rose. Grandparents, you have the best job of all. You've done your work. You've raised your children. And all you have to do is enjoy. And yet behind that enjoyment, there is a kind of hidden opportunity, a hidden responsibility. For in many ways, when these children won't listen to their parents, they will listen to you. Therefore, you have a special responsibility. And there may be times when, while living at home is fun, they may want to come see you and live with you for a little while. And that will be, those hours will be golden hours in their memories. As they grow older, they will remember those hours. And while they will receive many beautiful things from their parents, those golden hours they receive from you will be very special. And their memories will be put on a shelf beside the wonderful experience of being raised by these children. And therefore, do you accept this very special responsibility of making those golden hours everything they can possibly do, can be?
Yes, we do. In the name of God, I do.
Thank you very much. Now I'd like to invite Renee and Joseph to each collect one of those young people there, whichever one they prefer. And on either side of me.
I'll take James.
Joseph is Joseph. Renee is You members of this family, even though you don't know a word that I'm saying, nevertheless something very important is happening around you today. And since the parents and the guardians and the grandparents, and at a distance the great-grandparents, are all here to celebrate you, I with great pleasure do give you your names. And on my right, I name Joseph Woodrow Napolitano as a full member of this family and wish you all good luck and all happiness in life. And on my left, I name James Reed Napolitano as a beautiful and welcome member of this family and wish you every good experience in life as well. Consider yourselves named. Now all you have to do is learn how to come to ceremonies and not make so much fuss. Perhaps some of you know the poetry of the Lebanese poet Khalil Gibran. We don't think of so very many good things coming out of Lebanon these days, but some beautiful things have come out of Lebanon, and one of the most beautiful was the work of Khalil Gibran, a Lebanese poet who wrote in the earlier part of this century. He has many beautiful poems. One of them is the one I use on marriage when I do the wedding ceremony. But he has one on children too. And just as his poem on marriage has in the middle of its beauty a very important truth, so does this one. Your children are not really your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they do not belong entirely to you. You may give them, you will want to give them your love, but not necessarily all of your thoughts, for they must have their own thoughts, and they will. You may house their bodies, but not always their souls, for their souls shall dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not just to make them like you, for life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday.